I'm back working on the Ram, taking a break from all those mechanical fixes. It's time, like most car enthusiasts, to start making this truck look a little cooler. You know what I'm talking about. Lift kits, new rims and tires. Maybe I'll wrap it. That seems to be cool lately. All that good stuff. Well, it's time to start spicing this truck up, and the first thing I'm gonna do is adding some sweet off-road headlights by Hawkglow. The box just arrived in the mail. Let's see what we got inside. Nice foam packaging, keeping it nice and safe. Wiring instructions, we're gonna need those. Cool. All right, here's the lights themselves. Nice little amber clips. The little fun fact number one is these amber clips and the amber glow when you're doing off-road lighting is gonna help you cut through the fog and dust. So that's cool. They come with these little amber caps. These are not the easiest to get off. There we go. Let's peel the wrapper off of this one. That's a cool look. So it looks like how these lights are designed is there's the LED kind of panel on the bottom, and then it's gonna shoot on this mirror right here, giving you a glow on, probably get your daytime running lights or your DRLs on the outside. Then you have your low beam plus your high beam of different lights. So cool design so far. Let's keep going through the box. All right, we got our wiring harness and a couple of mounting plates. Sweet, so let's go to the truck and see where we're gonna get these mounted. All right, so I've been debating where to put the lights on the truck. So at first I wanted to put them in the bumper. That would be good for like the fog and low lights that you want when you're going through dusty, foggy situations. And then if you did a light bar, it's more of like for shooting far out in front of you. But this truck, I do go camping up in the Sierra Nevadas quite often, so I think it would be nice to actually put the lights as what they call dust lights, which is when you see those off-road trucks with lights that are kind of behind the hood, right in front of your windshield. Those dust lights are meant to spread light all around like tight paths and allow you to see around trees around you and things like that. Plus, when I was looking at the lights on Hawkglow, they said that they have 270 degrees of light spread, which is a lot. That's going to be a fun test to see with the drone. Do I actually have that much angle of light? 270 degrees is a lot of degrees, so we'll see. Yep, so anyways, we're going to mount the lights right there as dust lights. Let's jump right into it. All right, we got our little bracket kit. Came with some Allen wrenches and 2 little Allen bolts. Thank you, Hawkglow. So this bracket, what I'm thinking here is I have this body panel bolt that's holding the top part of this quarter panel in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut away the plastic a little bit, and then I'm gonna mount the bottom bracket with this body panel bolt, followed by you take this top bracket off, and then you bolt it to the bottom of the light, and then you mount it all together. All right, one in, let's go to the other side. Now I got my lights all mounted up. They're looking sweet. Now it's time to open up that hood, lay out the wiring harness, and see how we're gonna actually wire these lights up. Luckily, the Hawkglow kit comes with some really nice instructions, so we're just gonna get to wiring these lights up. And if you're a loyal fan of my channel, thanks for watching. I typically go into a little bit more detail on how to actually wire something, but for this video, I'm just gonna get to it because we wanna see how these lights actually work. The most important thing when doing any wiring job is to make sure you unplug that negative cable of your battery. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and wire. I start off with the power wire by the fuse panel and ground that wire out. I plug the lights in, mount the relays, and then route the switch wire. And in the end, I have the switch right next to my headlight switches, which I think is looking pretty good. With the lights installed, I need to wait for the sun to set before going off-road for my test. While I wait, I aim the light so there's just a little bit of overlap above my hood. And in hindsight, I probably would have purchased some sort of dust light mounting plates because using the body panel bolts works, but I can't really adjust the yaw orientation of the lights. Pitch orientation's fine with how the brackets are designed with those little Allen bolts. But you know, we're gonna roll with it. I put a little piece of tape on my garage to help me aim the lights, center them out, and hopefully I can get that 270 degree of light spread. Now the sun's setting, so I'm heading out to an off-road place I know to start doing the test. And while I'm getting there, let me give you some specs. So as we know, the kit comes with 2 lights, and these lights are spec'd with 50,000 running hours. They have a 2-year warranty, and they're rated with an IP68 rating. And I actually looked this up, and what that means is the 6 is the dust that's allowed to be collected in something. So 6 means it's completely dust proof, and then the 8 means it can be submerged up to 13 feet of water. So completely waterproof and dust resistant for off-roading. Pretty cool. Each light outputs 86 watts per light for a combined 172 watts, which delivers a super bright 20,400 lumens. And we made it to the spot right off the bat. Let's do a general look and feel of these lights for test number 1. They do look sweet. Their 4.5-inch footprint really leads to some nice dust lights. Now switching through the lights, you can see I have the DRLs, then I have the low beams, which are actually on the top, and then the full high beam, low beam combo. And man, these puppies are bright. I also don't have any clearance issues with my hood, so yeah, definitely a cool add and one step closer to my dream truck. Now it's time for test 2, the test we've all been waiting for. Does this really flood out 270 degrees? I sent the drone up about 100 feet. Aiming down, you can see the headlights. Now with both that low and high beam combo. And yeah, we have a lot of light, but probably around 200 degrees of flooding. I think if I had a roof rack that I mounted a bunch of these lights onto, I could kind of spread them out towards the center, kind of like that promotional Jeep on the Hawkglow website. And I did jump out of the truck and start adjusting the lights to see if I could make them spread to 270 degrees, but that got rid of the light in the center, so I put them back to where they were. Anyways, still a ton of light out in front of me, still some awesome off-road lights. Now for my third test, this is more of a general standstill, like you're gonna use these lights as work lights or something like that. So I'm just seeing how far they spread. So first you see with just the headlights, now you see with the dual lights, and you can see that tractor tire way out there. That's about 75 to 80 feet away. With just headlights, you don't see it at all. And for the fourth test, we're doing the classic side by side. So first with just the headlights, now adding the dual off-road lights. And then we're just gonna have a little fun with the drone driving down this trail. We have just the headlights, now adding the off-road lights. Man, these things are sweet. It helps you see so much more clearly and far out. I am loving these lights. Hey, and that was the whole video, everybody. It was super fun to make. If these off-road headlights are something that you're kind of looking into, make sure to use the link in the description for 15% off. If you like these kind of car videos, do all that YouTube stuff, check out my channel for more, and thanks for watching.